Hey guys, it's Blackwing back again with we finally come to the end of our Justice League of America comic book reviews for you guys, and this was the last Justice League of America storyline published before the New 52 started. So I just gotta say, while reviewing this series and going through it for a second time, there's been a lot of ups and downs with this series, but it started off well. It went through a lot of bumps along the way, but in the end, we had a good run with the Justice League of America, and then from then on, we got in with the New 52 reboot, which was which was just titled Justice League, and Jeff Johns has been writing it since issue 0, and I think he's going to be coming to an end as well of writing it. So I don't know if I want to review the New 52 Justice League storylines because I don't like the New 52 at all. It's just certain things in the New 52 that just bugs me. But anyway, let's get on with this review. So this last book is titled Justice League of America: The Rise of Eclipso. And right off the bat, it pretty much sticks to what the storyline is. So the main villain, who's named Eclipso, for those who don't know who Eclipso is a magical being, magical supervillain, and he's also the arch nemesis of the Spectre. For those of you guys know who the Spectre is, the Spectre is the agent of pretty much the Spectre is God's vengeance, pretty much his agent. So like think of the Spectre, I would say like Ghost Rider, but less Flamehead, but pretty much punishes anyone who has done bad things. So yeah. So anyway, let's begin, shall we? Our story begins with the main host of Eclipso. His name is Bruce Gordon, and he was just roaming around an island, escaping the local tribe that was trying to kill him. But in the end, he got transformed into his other form, which was known as Eclipso. So let me show you a picture of who Eclipso is for you guys, for those who don't know. This fella is Eclipso, and he has the way how his power works. He has something called the Black Diamond, and anyone who touches it becomes a host of him. So think of him as another, parasitic villain, if I should say. So what brought him back this time? He's found the attention of the Starheart, which is being used as not the powerhouse, the main generator of Emerald City, because after Alan Scott released the Starheart and became himself again, the Starheart created Emerald City, and when he created Emerald City, a lot of magical beings, if I should say, like elves, goblins, trolls, pixies. I'm literally, like, let me show you guys. There's been nothing but magical beings appearing in Emerald City, like a lot. So let me show you. I'm sorry for taking so long for this. Right here. Magical beings all around. A lot of, I would say, fairy tale characters, if I should say. So in order for Eclipso decides to recruit a whole bunch of heroes and villains that master in the shadow arts. So his first person of choice he found was the Shade, and then from then on he found other members that he could use, like like a villain. I think her name is Nightshade, if I'm correct. And then you have another bunch of villains that I never heard of in my life. Like, I don't even feel there's no need to mention these guys. So he has his army. He goes to attack Emerald City, and every creature that's there starts to become, this is just my way of saying it, eclipsed or possessed by Eclipso, but I'm gonna go with Eclipse because it sounds a little catchy, don't you think? So while that's happening, Supergirl and Batman are in space looking at remnants of New Krypton, but they are soon attacked by none other than the one thing that killed Superman, Doomsday. So this was actually this comic also has a tie-in to the Return of Doomsday story arc, but that's a story worth reviewing another day. Doomsday comes to kill all the Supermen that came after Superman died. So the Green Lantern known as Boudica came to assist Supergirl, but it turns out inside her cybernetics was Cyborg Superman. So if you guys don't know, Cyborg Superman has the power to put his cybernetics in any ounce of tech, any computer, any robotic being, anything. So let me just show you guys. Pretty much Cyborg Superman was hiding out in Boudica's body. But anyway, back to our main storyline. Jade and Jesse Quick were on Emerald City trying to stop Eclipso along with Donna Troy. But in doing so, Jade has also became eclipsed. I like this way of saying eclipse though. It makes perfect sense. So Jade got eclipsed. Con Gorilla comes in with the cavalry of Cyborg, Dr. Light, Bullet Tear, if I'm correct, and Red Tornado. But they get possessed as well. So every single person that they're bringing, or any hero that's going up against Eclipso, they are all starting to become possessed by him. So I feel like the League is out of options, but they don't, because they are also assisted by Blue Lantern Saint Walker. Here's his image right here. For those who don't know who Saint Walker is, he's also, I would say he's the leader of the Blue Lantern Corps, if I'm not mistaken. So as the League fights off all the heroes and villains that were possessed by Eclipso, Obsidian comes to the rescue, and they all formulate a plan with each other. So they feel like the only way to get rid of Eclipso was to stop the Shade first, because the Shade was the first one to get possessed by Eclipso anyhow. So the Atom gets a message to help out, and he says he knows exactly how to take down the Shade, because the only way for him to free Shade of his possession over Eclipso was to go inside his head, like his brain, and just give him a couple of knocks in the brain, and boom, he's free. But also during the fight, Eclipso has summoned his old rival, the Spectre. So the Spectre and Eclipso duke it out with each other, but in doing so, Eclipso killed the Spectre, even though I feel like the Spectre cannot be killed because pretty much he's an agent of vengeance. But anyway, after he's killed Eclipso, the Spectre, forgive me, Eclipso also sliced the moon in half. So not only did he destroy Emerald City, he sliced the moon in half. And now the Earth is getting a whole bunch of natural disasters, floods, earthquakes, thunderstorms. A lot of disaster is happening around the world. So as the Justice League formulates this plan, they feel like Saint Walker said the only way to defeat Eclipso is with the power of light. So they said the only person that could probably do this was Saint Walker, which they were right, but they were wrong, because Donna Troy was the main powerhouse of the whole team. So with her inner self, her power, her soul, every ounce of power that she has in herself is the light to take down the villains. Eclipso. So she uses every ounce of her power and strength that she has and knocks Eclipso left and right and left and right. Con Gorilla shoots Atom and Starman into Shade's brain. They, of course, while they're inside his brain, they have a little run-in with a couple of booby traps, but not really booby traps. spiders. Yeah, spiders. But they were able to release Shade from his control, and Shade just realized what was happening, and he was able to unpossess everyone that was under Eclipso's control, and all the heroes and villains that were, well, mainly the heroes that were possessed by Eclipso were released, and they gave Eclipso a run for his money. Every single hero that was there, punching him, blasting him, shooting him with everything that they got, and Eclipso was no more. So Eclipso returned back as Bruce Gordon, and he disappeared. But here comes the striking part, and this is where we reach the end of our story. The Atom said, even though the main Justice League hasn't been around, this new Justice League has really picked up the slack for the current Justice League, and he said, I hope you guys stay the Justice League for as long as possible. And so, after he said that, 5 weeks go by, and we have reached the end. Dick Grayson, aka Batman, marks the final meeting of the Justice League of America. And so they don't really retire, but pretty much the Justice League disbands from this point. Jesse Quick gets pregnant, and she told her husband, our man, he was happy for her, so Jesse is gonna have a child. Donna Troy decides to quit the hero business. She wants to go on a long journey to figure out who she really is, and plus she's also rooming with Jade. Khan Gorilla goes back to Africa because Bruce Wayne started Batman Incorporated, so he feels like Africa could use a couple of more heroes to help out. Starman leaves Earth. Supergirl, of course, decides to go to college, and Dick Grayson retires as Batman so he could return to being Nightwing. And then you see let me show you the final panel of this comic, and it was such a beautiful ending, by the way. I didn't tear up, but it was a nice way to end it. You have Dick Grayson and Donna Troy walking to the teleporters saying ready, ready, and the last word you see is adjourned. And from then on, guys, that's the end of this review. Like I said, I enjoyed reading the Justice League comics. Justice League was the first superhero team I grew up with. I loved it. Of course, it had some up and downs, but it was totally worth reading. And this series actually ran for 60 issues. I know you guys didn't get as much excited about this like I did with the Teen Titans review, because I know everyone loves the Teen Titans. And plus, I decided to do this because, everyone loves the Justice League. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I put a lot of effort into doing these reviews as much as possible, so I can't say that I didn't enjoy doing these. I really did, so I hope you guys too. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this and got a little, Justice League history. I do these reviews just for you guys to get a little comic book history into your brains. A little, comic book 101, if I should say. So, don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, and subscribe. And until then, I am Vengeance, I am Darkness, I am Blackwing. Stay golden.